Have you ever wondered why some people can't digest dairy products? It might seem like a simple question, yet the answer takes us into a fascinating world of biochemistry and genetics. At the heart of the matter is our relationship with a particular type of sugar. It's not the kind you'd sprinkle on your morning cereal or stir into your coffee. This sugar is found in milk and other dairy products, and it's called lactose. Well, it all boils down to a sugar molecule called lactose. Lactose is a sugar that's naturally occurring in all dairy products. Now let's take a closer look at this incredibly common substance. Lactose is a type of sugar that's found in milk and other dairy goods. It's a disaccharide, which means it's made up of two sugar molecules, glucose and galactose, bound together. Now, to process lactose, your body needs a helping hand from a biological catalyst. This catalyst is an enzyme called lactase. Lactase is naturally produced by the cells lining your small intestine. It works its magic by breaking down lactose into its two component sugars, glucose and galactose, which are then absorbed into your bloodstream. Imagine lactase as a sort of key, unlocking the door to the sugar molecules inside lactose. Once that door is open, your body can access and use these sugars for energy. This is a crucial process for infants who rely heavily on milk for nutrition. Some people have low levels of lactase due to genetics or certain health conditions. This is the crux of what causes lactose intolerance. Lactase, the enzyme responsible for breaking down lactose, is produced in our small intestine. When there's not enough lactase, lactose can't be properly digested. Instead, it makes its unwelcome journey undigested into the colon. Now, our colon isn't too fond of undigested lactose. In fact, the bacteria there start to go a bit wild. They ferment this lactose, producing gases that lead to symptoms such as bloating, gas, and sometimes diarrhea. It's like a little party in your gut, but unfortunately, you're the only one not having a good time. You might be wondering why some people have low levels of lactase. Well, some people are genetically predisposed to produce less lactase as they age. This is known as primary lactose intolerance. It's the most common type and typically develops in adulthood. Others may develop lactose intolerance due to an illness or injury affecting their small intestine. This is called secondary lactose intolerance. Conditions like celiac disease, inflammatory bowel disease, or even certain surgeries can reduce the amount of lactase the body produces. And then there's developmental lactose intolerance, which is usually seen in premature babies. Their small intestine hasn't fully developed the capacity to produce lactase yet. But as they grow and mature, they usually start to produce more lactase and can digest lactose without issues. Dairy foods like milk, ice cream, and soft cheeses are high in lactose, while others like yogurt and aged cheese are not. Let's delve deeper into this. You may wonder why some dairy products are teeming with lactose, while others, not so much. It all comes down to the process each product undergoes. Take milk, for instance. It's the primary source of lactose because it's in its most natural, unaltered state. Whether it's whole, skim, or low fat, milk retains all of its original lactose content. Ice cream, too, contains significant amounts of lactose, as milk is its principal ingredient. Lactate pills and lactose-free milk are just two ways people with lactose intolerance can enjoy dairy. Let's dive into the science behind these solutions. Lactate pills are a commercial product that contains the lactase enzyme. Remember the enzyme that breaks down lactose? That's the one. When you take a lactate pill before a meal, it provides your body with the extra lactase it needs to break down the lactose in your food. That way, the lactose is digested before it reaches your small intestine, preventing the uncomfortable side effects associated with lactose intolerance. But what if you don't want to take a pill every time you eat dairy? That's where lactose-free milk comes into play. Lactose-free milk is just regular cow's milk, but with one key difference. It's been treated with the lactase enzyme during production. This breaks down the lactose, resulting in milk that's very low in lactose and much easier for people with lactose intolerance to digest. Another solution is to stick to dairy products that naturally contain less lactose. Yogurt and aged cheeses are great examples. These foods undergo a fermentation process where natural bacteria break down and consume the lactose. This is why some people with lactose intolerance can enjoy a slice of cheddar or a cup of Greek yogurt without any problems. Remember, every person is unique, and what works for one person might not work for another. It's all about finding the solution that works best for you. It may take some trial and error, but don't lose hope. It's completely possible to enjoy dairy, even with lactose intolerance. And for those who are not keen on dairy, there's a whole world of lactose-free alternatives out there. Almond milk, soy milk, and oat milk are just a few examples. They're made from plant sources, so they contain no lactose at all. Plus, many of them are fortified with calcium and vitamin D, making them a nutritious alternative to regular milk. There's also an increasing number of lactose-free cheeses, ice creams, and yogurts on the market. These products are made with lactose-free milk, so they're safe for people with lactose intolerance to eat. So, while lactose intolerance can be inconvenient, there are many solutions available. And remember, it's not about missing out on the foods you love, it's about finding new ways to enjoy them. Today we've learned a lot about lactose and lactose intolerance. We've unraveled that lactose is a sugar molecule prevalent in dairy products, and the body requires an enzyme, lactase, to digest it properly. For some, due to genetics or other health conditions, this enzyme is in short supply, leading to lactose intolerance. We've discovered that symptoms of intolerance can range from gas and bloating to diarrhea or constipation, all resulting from the fermentation of undigested lactose by bacteria in our small intestine. We've also explored that not all dairy is created equal when it comes to lactose content. Yogurt and aged cheeses, for instance, are lower in lactose due to the fermentation process involved in their production. Lastly, we've touched on potential solutions like lactate pills and milk, which contain lactase to aid in lactose digestion. Remember, if you think you may be lactose intolerant, always consult with a healthcare professional.